From Studio B in the Communication Building at Olivet Nazarene University, it's Tonight at Olivet with Beck Salagi. Tonight's guests include campus mail carrier Barry DeYoung and resident assistants Shamara Fonch and Josiah Snyder. Here's your host, Beck Salagi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Beck Salagi, and welcome to Tonight at Olivet. Well, as you know, 'tis the season of giving, receiving, and a time when we all remember that there is good in the world, or at least until when you are sure no coal has appeared in your stocking. But there are a few stories of people that make us feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Wildlife nurses have been receiving donations of old mascara wands to help their cause of rehabilitating Appalachian animals. The cleaned wands are used to groom the animals and remove debris that could otherwise cause infection. So, if you're interested in donating your old mascara wands, some of these animals really need them, and others just want to look fabulous. In other news, a man is being hailed a hero after admitting in a viral tweet that during his 2 years as a McDonald's employee, he has slipped an extra nugget into every 10-piece McNugget meal he has made. Yeah. When broken down, this little act could have cost the company around $40,000, but because of this, steal from the rich and give to the poor mentality, that man has begun to call himself the Robin Hood of McNuggets. And from now on, we will refer to the McDonald's Corporation as the Sheriff of Nottingham Burgers. In Australia, scientists are attempting to revive the Great Barrier Reef by using an underwater loudspeaker playing healthy reef sounds to lure fish. We were actually given a sampling of the sounds of the healthy reef they were playing, and here it is. Anyways, during a gunfight, a sleeping infant was saved by an unlikely hero. A bullet was blocked just inches from the child by a small stuffed baby shark toy. Parents thought this might have been the death of the baby shark song, but it looks like it will have to live another day. Baby shark, baby shark. And we asked the stuffed shark to come on the show as a guest, but he was too busy saving lives. A grandfather spent several weeks turning his own home into a Christmas attraction of the year. The man would dress up as Father Christmas and take pictures with children that came to visit. This man has plans to outdo himself by next year, transforming his home into the actual Narnia. We've got a great show for you tonight, featuring some of Olivet's unsung heroes. We have possibly the friendliest man on campus, none other than Olivet's very own mail courier, Barry DeYoung. Yeah. And after that, two of our wonderful resident assistants, Shamara Fonch and Josiah Snyder, will be joining us to answer some questions, but by the end of this episode, they may become eggheads. But coming up next, we just want to see which one of you are already eggheads. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. So I have to ask, how much do you actually know about Olivet? Are you an avid Olivet enthusiast? Well, a few days ago, Tonight at Olivet correspondent Sarah Roberts pounded the pavement of Olivet to find the brainiacs, the know-it-alls, the smarty pantses, to see who knows the most. Is it the freshmen, seniors, boys or girls, exhausted or slightly less exhausted? Let's find out.
Welcome to Tonight at Olivet. Thanks for sending it over, Beck. I'm Sarah Roberts, the correspondent this evening. We are going to be asking Olivet students trivia about Olivet, see how much they know. So let's see how this goes. Who is the student body president?
Used to be that one guy.
5, 4, 3,
I don't know
2.
that.
Okay, pass. So who is Mr. ONU?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Micah Rodriguez. But
Michael Rodriguez.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the theme of last year's Ollie's Follies?
Time. This year's?
That was
this year's.
Yes,
last
last
year's was Camp Ollie's Follies.
Yes, Candy the Man. Oh my goodness, that was impressive. Okay. What What is Dr. Bowling's middle name?
What's his first name? John W. Bowling, yeah? No.
No.
John L. Bowling.
No. John C. Bowling, and the C stands for
Carl.
no.
Carl.
Carl. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, what instrument can be heard as in the Great Olivet Fire? What instrument can be heard falling from floor to floor? Yeah, woo. Okay. Who is the longest serving president at Olivet?
Oh, Dr. Bowling.
Yes. Okay, what is Olivet's mascot? Olivet's mascot.
Tiger.
Name?
Toby.
There we go. Okay. Who is this year's revival speaker?
Oh. NC Wright.
No.
No. It was some woman.
No.
No.
CP.
CP.
Blonde guy. Spoke about David. Who is the student body president?
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Yes,
Oh my
Candy
God.
the woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, it bounced.
It's okay. Who is Mr. ONU?
Oh good heavens. Mike.
Yes, good job, Candy. Okay, what was the name of Ollie's Follies last year?
It was something camp.
Yes, Camp's
Camp
Ollie's
Ollie's
Follies.
Follies.
You got this. Okay, what is Dr. Bowling's middle name?
Carl.
Yeah, woo, Candy the woman. Okay, what instrument can be heard falling floor to floor in the Great Olivet Fire?
The grand piano.
Yes, woo. Okay, who is the longest serving president at Olivet?
John Carl Bowling.
Yes, woo, even used the middle name, so fancy. Okay, who is Olivet's mascot?
Toby the tiger.
There we go.
Tony is place.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
dogs.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Who was the revival speaker this year?
I have no idea.
This is the one that has been stumping everybody.
I have no idea. I skipped.
That's scandalous. Who is the student body president?
John C. Jonathan. Gonzalez.
Yes, good job, Candy the woman. There's Candy. There we go. Oh, come on, aim better. Okay, who is Mr. ONU? Don't know. You can take a wild guess. Anybody. First name that comes to mind. 5, 4, 3.
Micah.
Yeah, Candy. Very good. What was the theme of Ollie's Follies last year?
Camp.
Yeah, woo. Okay, Dr. Bowling's middle name?
Carl.
Yeah! Nicely done. Okay, what instrument can be heard falling floor to floor in the Great Olivet Fire?
A piano.
Yes, woo. Okay. We need to work on our coordination a little bit. That's on us. Okay, who is the longest serving president at Olivet?
John C. Bowling.
Yes, more candy? Very good. Olivet's mascot?
Toby the tiger.
Woo, very good. Okay, last question. Who is the revival speaker this year?
Great question. I can picture his face.
Describe him in one word.
He had a beard. His
Yes.
name was what was the
CP. CP. Come on. Nope. Okay. Who is the student body president? She's phoning a friend. Very good. Who is Mr. ONU? Micah. Okay, she deserves 2 pieces of candy. 1, 2. Very good. We'll get you that one later. Okay, what was the theme of Ollie's Follies last year?
Camp Ollie's Follies.
Very good. Candy?
Oh,
Woo. Okay. What is Dr. Bowling's middle name?
Carl.
Very good. More candy. Oh, almost. Okay, what instrument can be heard falling through the floors during the Great Olivet Fire?
Piano.
Woo. Okay, I think she gets a piece. Give her a piece. Come on, please. Yes, all the way back. Thank you. What is Dr. Bowling's middle name?
Calzone.
False. What instrument can be heard falling floor to floor?
No disc and keyboard.
What instrument? Who is the longest serving president of Olivet?
Woody Webb.
Olivet's mascot?
The tiger.
That's correct.
Yes!
Woo! It matches your shirt.
Yes!
Are you Toby the Tiger?
No!
Conspiracy unlocked. What was this year's revival speaker?
The guy from Oklahoma.
Very good. That's all we got tonight. This has been Are You in Olivation? I've had a great time. Thank you everyone for joining me. I have been so honored to do this. Like, I could cry. This was amazing. A dream come true. Thanks for joining. Back to you, Beck.
Well, I would say that some of you know quite a bit, and some of you might want to brush up. Anyway, we have a great show planned. Stick around, because when we return, we'll be talking to a man you may not know, but a man you'll love, Barry DeYoung. You may have seen him around campus, just doing his job, A man who doesn't draw attention to himself, but who always has a cheerful hello to anyone he meets. Please give a very warm welcome to Barry DeYoung. Well, Barry, I mean, thank you so much for being here. We're so glad that you could make it.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Oh. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I've lived here in this area my whole life. And I didn't move anywhere else. That's why I lived here my whole life. So, other than that.
Well, do you have any other hobbies? Like,
I like four-wheel drive trucks, jacked up,
okay.
big
Oh.
tires and wheels.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
all right. I'll watch out for you when I'm driving to school. So how did you get involved with Olivet?
I was in between jobs, and I was at a soccer game, and somebody said, "Oh, there's an opening at Olivet for a post office." I said, "Yeah." So I had to get a resume in. It was a Saturday. I had to get it in at midnight
Yeah.
Sunday, and so my neighbor helped me do a resume, and we got it in and had an interview, and they hired me.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it was pretty
And
cool.
okay, so from that hire, how long have you been here?
Just starting my 6th year.
6 years. Wow. Okay, so how are you feeling about being on the show?
I'm a little bit nervous, but
Yeah,
I'm trying not
a
to
little
show
nervous?
it.
Yeah, you're
How
doing
am I
a great
doing?
job. You're
Okay.
doing great. I wouldn't have known. So you were recently featured on Olivet's Facebook page as part of their Faces of Olivet series. Yeah. So as Olivet's mail courier, yeah. What does that entail? Being a mail courier?
I pick up the mail from the Bourbonnais post office, and I bring it back to our post office here on campus, and then the girls sort it, put it in different bags, and I take the bags around to the different offices and stuff in the buildings.
Yeah. So you know everyone. You've been in every department.
Yes.
You know the lay of the land.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you're a good guy to know on campus.
If you want mail.
So, bringing us to this, I have heard from a little birdie that you are quite the jokester.
Yeah, I think I'm real funny.
Yeah? Yeah, you think you're funny. Do you think everyone else thinks you're funny?
Well, my wife told me that I have to be careful because everything that I think is funny, other people might not. But then I said, well, honey, if I don't try, how am I going to know if they
Yeah,
think
you
it's
want to
funny?
know if you make that connection. Okay, well, can you tell me a joke, your best joke?
My best joke.
Or
What
do you
did the
need one?
Ninja Turtle say when he went into Burger King?
I don't know, what did he say?
Give me a Whopper! Something like that.
To clarify, I'm going to snitch. I totally told him that joke.
I really messed it up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's okay.
But you did a very good job. Do you want another joke?
No,
No, oh, you don't.
no,
like
thank
great
you.
Jokes? No,
I'm done.
Okay. So what is your favorite part of this job?
Just the people.
Yeah.
They're fun, and when I need help, they help me, and I ask them questions, and they give me good answers, and the people are just great. I mean, just the kids, the faculty, the staff.
Yeah.
They just
Quite the community, very
yeah,
encouraging.
it's encouraging and funny, and they laugh at my dumb jokes sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Which-
shows your wife.
You could tell that jokes are kind of bad. So
Yeah, they're being encouraging.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You know how I met you was last week. I was at the front desk for the comm department building, and you were walking in, giving the mail, and you thought I was praying.
you
Because
were
I was
on
just
your
like
knees.
kneeling at the desk.
Yeah.
You're like, keep praying. I don't want to interrupt. Whatever you have, finals are coming up. I'll pray for you too. Yeah, you're funny. You're
Thank
a funny
you.
guy.
Thank
I laughed. But anyways, I want to know what your favorite memory is working at Olivet.
Favorite memory?
Yeah.
Probably Dr. Bowling's sense of humor.
Yeah.
I was bringing in some big boxes and stuff in his office, and he says, how heavy are them? And he says, I don't want my wife to lift up boxes that are too heavy. And I know it's not as funny as when he said it, but
Yeah.
it was hilarious. just coming out of him, and it just kind of catches you off balance a little
Well,
bit.
I mean, that's
It's
what
just
I've
fun.
heard. Yeah,
He
from
is
like
funny.
almost everyone that he is just quick as a whip.
Oh, yeah.
One of my friends told me a story about how she was doing Guys and Dolls because he was in that, and they were the hot box girls, and they were like taking their little like clothes backstage, and he's like, put some clothes on, ladies, which they were clothed. This is Olivet.
Yes.
But they were just like they had disrobed and were still fully clothed. I want to clarify. Everyone had clothes on. But they just were like caught completely off guard by his wit.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much, Barry, for being on the show. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for coming. We really enjoyed chatting. If you see Barry around campus, make sure to say hi. Stay tuned, because next we have 2 campus resident assistants, and it may get a little messy. They are on the clock 24/7, deal with everything from roommate drama to flaming Easy Mac. Please put your hands together and welcome Shimada Fonchez and Josiah Snyder. Hey. Okay, I want to clarify. I totally butchered your name, but I want you to say it correctly.
My name is Shimada Fonch, but it's okay. Everyone says it wrong, so I'm used to it.
I should be better than that. And Josiah, I got your name right. You're fine. So, can you both tell me where you're an RA at and how long you've been an RA?
So I am an RA at the Stratford Apartments, and this is
Strat.
my first year as an RA.
First year? All
Yes.
right, young blood.
Indeed.
Yeah. This is my second year as an RA in McLean
bet.
Hall.
McLean. I told you this. I was a transfer, and I did my time in McLean for the first year.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good place.
Yeah.
Good place to grow.
It's the best.
Well,
Debatable.
there's a reason why people apply for the apartments. But McLean was plenty fun, and I did really enjoy having all of my friends around me.
Yeah.
So RAs do a ton on this campus, and sometimes it gets overlooked. Yeah, do you guys agree?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell us some of the responsibilities you have as RAs?
Yeah, as RAs, when you sign up a contract, it gives you a basic list of what you're expected to do.
Yeah.
These include room checks, clean room checks, you have to lock the doors, and don't forget to unlock them in the morning because we don't want alarms to go off. You also have to do floor dinners, floor events, and also sometimes you have to do some Bible study, get that Jesus part in. Yeah. Am I forgetting anything?
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, so Shimada is RA in the dorms, and I am in the apartments, so there's a little bit of differences there. So the basic principles still apply, but in the apartments, really, you don't see your RA as much since people come and go at odd times, and they're not coming in all the same door. So things are a little bit different, and then you also just, they don't really want to see you either. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. So as an RA, it's very different.
I bothered my RA my Dana Hot.
In the dorms,
You're the girl.
in the dorms, especially freshmen, sometimes the RAs are loved by the residents, and in the apartments, they're like, we want to get away from the RAs.
Oh no,
so
I loved her so much.
they try not
I
to
wanted
see
her
us
near.
sometimes.
Well, and there are other things that you guys do that is beyond your responsibility. You totally take care of like people's emotional well-being. You look out for people. You are a mediator between roommates often.
Yes.
Do you guys have any stories that correlate with that?
Yes.
Without name dropping? To clarify.
I did have one instance where there was an apartment that was louder than it should have been sometimes, and the
Party
people below
room.
them, they said, it sounds like they're dropping bowling balls on the ground. Like, what are they doing? Can you talk to them? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll talk to them. And then a week later, they come to me again. The bowling balls are dropping again. Like, go talk to them. This happened like 5 weeks in a row, and then finally, I haven't heard anything the past few weeks, so it
a
stopped.
success.
But yes, finally. But that was one instance where there was a bit of cross-apartment conflict.
Ooh, cross the.
That sounds so interesting. Yeah. For us, it's just, your average roommate conflict that just basically is resolved with communication, which people are not very into these days. So you're just trying to talk to them like, hey, you can actually talk to each other, and you'll figure something out. So just doing that.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So how did you two become RAs?
Well, in the beginning, I did not want to become an RA. I was like, I don't like people that much, so I'm not gonna do it. But on the week that it was the meeting to be an RA, everyone on my floor was like, Shimada, you should totally do it. You should do it. And I was like, no, guys, please stop. And then the RAs themselves were like, hey, we think you'd be a good fit. You should just go to the meeting and see what happens. So then I talked to a friend. I forced her to come with me, and I was like, you have to. I don't feel comfortable. So I go in, I sit down. The first sentence I hear, I was like, had an epiphany. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I decided to apply, and here I am. And I've been loving it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you, Josiah?
So I thought about being an RA my first couple years here, and I was like, I definitely do not have time to be an RA. I'm taking like 18 credit hours.
Yeah.
But then junior year, my RA, because I was in Strat, so my Strat RA said, oh, you should totally be an RA. Like, you'd be a great fit. And it's like that stuck in my head for several months until the RA meeting. And then I decided to go, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, this sounds like something I could do. And like every step of the way, I like wanted to do it more and more. And at the end, I was like, oh, I'll be okay if I don't get it. And then I was like, no, I really want to be an RA. Yeah.
You'd be
so
a little broken food.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how I ended up here.
Well, I mean, do you guys have any, favorite memories being an RA?
So
Without name dropping.
of course. So one time I had some people over. So it was open apartments, and so they left, and I went up to go finish doing my laundry. And I thought I heard some girls in the apartment, and so I get my laundry, and I go knock on the door, and I don't hear anything for like 15 seconds. And so I can just imagine that they're like, oh no, we forgot to leave the door open. They're like, girls, get in the bathroom or something. And so then like one of my residents opens the door, and I was like, hey, and he's like, hey, because they're like sweating a little bit. And I'm like, you guys have girls in here? He's like, yeah. And so I'm like, all right, it's after 11, they gotta go. He's like, okay, they're in the bathroom. I'll go get them. I'm like, okay. So I just waited for them to come out and then walked out after them. And it was so funny just to see my resident just kind of sweating there, waiting to see what I would do.
Squirming.
He was squirming.
Oh.
Yikes.
Shimada, what about you?
My favorite memories happen every other Wednesday. That's when I go on tours with my co-RA.
Oh.
Yeah, we sing bedtime songs for our residents. So we get like normal songs or sometimes just 2 sentences that are very popular, and we turn them into bedtime songs. And she plays the guitar and the ukuleles, and I sing, kind of. And we go around and just invading people's privacy and just singing them a bedtime song, and they love it. And then we don't end there. We go above and beyond. We go to some different floors sometimes.
Yeah, you carol.
Yeah, we do. And then we go to the RA office, and we call different RAs from inner campus, and we sing to them. Not always well welcomed, but it's okay. We still keep on doing it.
Other antics that you do, we've seen that McLean Hall has some like vlogs. You guys are vloggers?
We are vloggers.
YouTube stars?
Heck yeah.
Influencers, one might say.
We are coming from all the YouTubers. We wanted to do something special for our social media and just to give our residents an inner look on what is it like to be an RA. So we just do those videos.
That could have been you and Strat, Josiah. Come on now.
I should get on that.
Yeah.
Become a YouTube star.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll keep you updated.
Oh, good. I'll follow you.
We have an RA that does video.
Yeah.
So she films it and she edits them and we post them on social media, and looking at them, sometimes I feel so bad. I'm like, people probably think that I am a crazy person and they should probably be scared, but it's just so much fun. We have a lot of laughs.
Oh, well, I mean, that's awesome. And thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you, Josiah. Thank you, Shimada. Don't leave quite yet. When we return, we're going to play a fun little game I call Egg Roulette to see just how messy res life can get. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Are you guys ready to take a crack at this game? Let's play the egg roulette. a good egg. So let's talk about the rules. In my hands, I hold a dozen eggs, 8 of which are hard-boiled and 4 are raw. One at a time, you will pick an egg at random. Once you have chosen your egg, you will smash it over your head. First one to smash 2 raw eggs over their head loses. Ladies first, choose wisely.
Yes. I'm actually very grateful for this game because
Yeah?
it's wash day today.
Ah,
So if I lose, which I won't.
We'll see who loses.
Okay. I'll go with this one.
all right.
Oh. Massive forehead.
Ooh, not off to the greatest of starts.
It's soft.
It's like soft-boiled. Is that a raw egg?
I don't even
Yeah, that counts.
That's
Said
unlucky.
All right.
Allow me, let me get my magnifying glass out.
Okay.
This
yeah,
one
This one
is hard-boiled.
All right.
Was not hard-boiled.
I see that one looks like it's
Mine was
boiled.
cooked though.
It's like a little cooked. I will decide. We'll have
right.
the judges. I don't know.
All right, Josiah.
All right, you
You're
pick
back
one.
up.
I'll pick it and you can break it on my head.
I'm breaking on your head?
Yes.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go with this one.
All right.
Oh!
This one's gonna
Do
be
it
raw.
in your. You can do it in your hair. I think that one's boiled. I really do. All right, Josiah,
Well,
you pick one.
All right. This one's
Still
gonna have to
messy.
be boiled. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Ready?
Well,
So,
I think that one's boiled too. You should try 2 more.
oh, would you like to see that?
Yeah, I would like for you to try 2 more.
let's go at the same time.
Oh, okay.
All right?
3.
1, 2, 3.
Ah!
Oh, man.
It's
Oh my gosh, we have 6 more. You should just try all of them.
Would you like to join us?
No.
I think you should.
I just washed my hair today. I'm sorry, the Lord does not want this. A divine plan.
You must though.
No, this is.
Are we going again?
yeah, keep
Who's-
going.
Oh, I thought one of us
Yeah.
had lost.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm very confident on this one because it's like hard.
All right,
So-
give us
So
a
far-
countdown.
It's like dripping to
3,
my eyes.
2, 1.
Oh! It didn't break! Oh no.
I'm glad you went the
I'm
extra
gonna
mile to make
assume-
sure it breaks.
Okay, I think a lot of these are soft boiled, and I'm really
Someone
sorry.
didn't boil these, Royal.
Well, love
There,
that.
Josiah, I am sure one of yours was certainly raw.
Oh, yeah,
But,
for sure.
So I won.
Looks like it.
Victory!
Yeah.
Yes! I can brag to my
Hey,
parents.
hey,
about
great
this.
Still
game.
gonna have to wash your hair.
That was the grossest handshake I've ever done in my life.
Well, thank you so much, Jamada and Josiah. It was a pleasure getting to
Oh,
know you
thank
guys
you.
a little bit. And that's all for the show that we have for you tonight. Thanks so much to our guests tonight and the crew behind the scenes, Olivet's comm department and Dr. McLaughlin. And of course, thank you for joining us tonight and good night from Tonight at Olivet.